Hi, VOD girlies. We're playing more South of Midnight. The chat and we were being sappy for a bit, but I won't spoil it because
I hope Bunny isn't there.
it's time to play the
That'd be
game.
awkward.
We got some new upgrades. I have 105 doubloons to spend. It's covered by the chat right now, but I like Crouton the most, so I'm going to buy the next Crouton. While Crouton is controlling an enemy, it deals increased damage. Yeah, I like Crouton. I'll give you my dirty little secret. Bubble Pichu, you gotta go to bed. Well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the VOD. Hi, Bubble in the VOD. I found you. Okay, let's remember how to play this game. That's how you attack. Jump. That's the dodge. That's so cool, Brady Boo. You know, I have a tangential thought. I was gonna say if I had a kid, I would definitely like want to play games with them. Like my dream kid would be a gamer kid, obviously, because I love games so much. Or like a runner kid, or like yeah. I don't want to go hiking with my kid all the time because there's areas of my life where I don't want to go hiking. You know, like a camping kid. I don't want a camping kid. But it makes me feel really good to know that people like my content that way. I think sometimes one of my talents as a creator is, I can say this because my therapist said it, I'm an empathetic person. I'm not an empath. I don't know if that's really a thing, but I do practice, I think, a lot of empathy, and I think sometimes to a fault, and it becomes a people pleaser mentality. But I do think with the sort of grace that the community has given me, I've really been able to explore that and find a really nice way of being able to foster environments that I hope many people can enjoy. So it makes me feel good to know that people can consume my content, because I have somebody like working on a PhD. I got, people and their kids watching. Look, it's an emu. If my nephews don't like Pokemon, I'm going to disinherit them. Well, clock's ticking. They have a decision to make. Because when they get their first Nintendo console and you hand them that Pokemon game, they better like it.
Look at all that stigma.
Thank you, Legendary.
Time to get to work.
But I wanted to say tangentially, one thing that's really been stewing on my brain, and I honestly haven't been able to journal for a bit because I've been really I've just been kind of, I don't know, absorbed. But one thing I've been stewing on that's really fascinating and kind of beautiful, but also can be kind of scary, but it's like a beautiful scary, is that now that I have my dream job, I haven't really thought about what I wanted to do with it. So I think that's why I just care about y'all. I'm like, well, y'all got me here, so you know? I think that's been the kind of the focus this year, is just having fun, resting on my fruits of my labor a bit. I'll probably get number crazy one day. How do I do this again? There we go. Put a 1 in chat if you would ex-heredate your nephews if they don't like Pokemon. Long-term VOD girly here. Finally caught a stream. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all having an amazing day. AA42, welcome to the chat. Happy to have you. We are relearning this game. Oh, my goodness. Do y'all think they're a couple? They're like roommates. I think I'm doing pretty well so far. I might want to backtrack a bit though. Did I mess up? Do that again. Isn't there a way to yeah. Ow. What do you do with this? It said collect. Oh, I pressed it and I got it. I guess I just went back in for nothing. There's beavers living on beds in here. I fully caught myself earlier this week, said out loud to myself, nothing is wrong, you're just a 29-year-old man. I talk to myself all the time. Mario Kart update dropped today. What do we think? Girl, I have not played it. I have not read it. I have been editing a Pokemon video. Y'all be asking me, Pokemon. I start working on a Pokemon video. Okay, so Mario Kart. I don't know. I don't know. People are telling me that it's nothing. People are telling me that it's something. I don't have space for it today. I do love Mario Kart though. We might be playing that this Friday because I've been thinking like, what do I want to play with people? And I'm like, well, Mario Kart is just so. I just feel like, I don't know. I like playing Mario Kart, so we'll figure it out on Friday. Isn't there a map? No, there's not a map. Okay, there's like a run that I'm forgetting. Press all the buttons. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I think we came in this way. I went. Okay, I'm not going. Oh, that's a fight. These graphics are so pretty. We love your thoughts. What can we say? No, I know. I know. I just get stressed when I don't know because I want to tell y'all because I know y'all like to know. Um, recently, I've been advised to try the Silva method, which is basically envisioning the life I want and then believing you're living it and making steps to accomplish it. Rose, I've been doing that too. When I write, it's not like I tell myself and pretend like I I still live within my means and stuff, but say for example, I went to Zara and I got one pair of shoes and one pair of shorts that were on sale. Okay. I've been wearing them. I love them. They make me feel so good. But because I grew up with a certain type of upbringing, I feel guilty about swiping my card for things. So now I tell myself, like, that's so crazy. You're 30 years old. You should buy yourself shoes and feel okay with that. I tell myself now, instead of saying in my journal or saying to myself, I want to live a life where I don't feel bad about this, I just say, I do. I don't. I don't feel bad about it. And I act like that when I do it. And then over time, it starts becoming real because like you don't feel like that falseness anymore. It never really goes away, but you get stronger and stronger. Just like Hazel does as she learns her magics. Let's watch. Oh god. From Bayonetta to this. This is such a different pacing, girl. Smashing! Okay, you stop. Is Crouton Baby Cereza? In this universe, probably. Yeah. Honestly, playing Bayo has made this a little bit easier. Bayo 1 is a hard game, y'all. I can keep track of what's going on here easier. Crouton with Baby Cereza's wig. When can we unlock gun heals for Hazel? That is in South of Midnight 2. That's in South of Midnight 2. I bet I should actually go and grind Bayonetta because I think it'll make the playthrough better. And I can get like pretty good hand-eye coordination for like Overwatch. And there's still a Smash tournament that I need to win in this town. See, I like stuff like that. I like stuff like that where I can do like 3 things at once. What was the name of the brother who got turned into a tree by the catfish again? Girl, I don't know.
Nice fish.
They had a whole song about him. I
Real
forgot.
peaceful out here when apes ain't trying to get me.
Benji, Benji, Benji. 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 Did Hazel learn her magics from Monica Ice? I heard she used to be a wizard model before retiring. Well, y'all know Monica Ice is mixed. I don't know if Monica's from Louisiana, but these magic girls, they're both quite powerful, so I wouldn't be surprised, you know. I just don't know if Monica's from the South, you know. I'm just saying, like, I can put 2 and 2 together because, you know, as a mixed person myself, like, I've also been like, you know, oh, do you know them? I'm like, no. I don't even know what Monica's mixed with. That's why I like her so much, because I really relate to her. Depends on where she's at, you know. Monica Isis from Augusta, Georgia. Girl, shut up. Yes, I'm mixed with cute, beautiful, fly, hot, and sexy. That's what I'm mixed with. I'm that girl all the night, all the day. Got these boys sour lemonade. My girl's in the back of the Escalade. Plus 97 on the number plate. The second most mixed person in the world. I thought Pero in Smash like 3 times. I fought Pero in Smash like 3 times when he pulled that Diddy Kong, and I felt like I was in the 15th. Paradise's Diddy Kong is. I'm gonna backtrack just a bit, y'all, because I'm a little bit paranoid that I missed some spirits. Paradise's it took me a second to think about how I wanted to say this. Paradise's Diddy Kong reminds me of Pretty Ugly by Zara Larsson, Girls Trip featuring JT. The part where after the second verse, everybody's telling me to sit there and look pretty, and they do the chorus and everything, and they do the breakdown, and it starts doing the glitched out, like held out tone, and it's like that's what it feels like to fight against Paradise's Diddy Kong. Hi, Fawn. Been a while. Hi, Pokepurr. But watching the VODs. Just finished Until Dawn and now rewatching your playthrough. Oh, nice. Thank you. I love JT. I was hanging out with somebody, and I didn't tell them because I didn't want to seem like a freak. But I can tell y'all because y'all know I'm a freak. They haven't figured out I'm a freak yet. But I feel like one thing I've been missing in my life is people who have a rap girl that they can call on. Like, for me, JT is my current rap girl. Like, I would say I'm like a JT. Actually, I'd say I'm a JT Rising. Lil Kim Moon. Probably like a Megan Sun, you know? But I don't. I'm just. This is the first person I've met that can talk about girl rap with me. Like, honestly, outside of Nicki. It's hard to find people to talk about girl rap outside of Nicki because some people have only known Nicki for like 10 years. But it's cool to know people because like I'm like a JT girl, and it's like it's nice to be known and seen by other people who know what a JT girl is like, because not everybody knows what a JT girl is like. But I'm a JT girl and I love JT. Y'all, did I let Sam flip the switch and burn them all after I watched Fawn do the same thing? Huh? I feel like I'm like a Cardi Venus or something. Oh, I like Rico as well. Okay, so this way is blocked off. Wait, there's something here though.
The stories you hear about that Maui.
Oh, flavor text, nice. My favorite Rico song is Counting Up.
Another one of Mama's things. What else did I get wrong about you? Is that? No way.
I love Bree
Trey
Runway.
always thought he'd give his wife Bunny's ring.
Been that girl.
But she refused. Swore I was after the flood money. I'd never tell him, but I didn't want that gaudy ring anyways. We chose something more to my liking together.
She doesn't talk about Dad much. Nice to know they didn't care what Bunny thought.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. What's that a reference to, Pero?
Damn it. The
Did
road's
the
washed
game
out.
remind you of that? Would you ever go on the Z-Way podcast? I would. The thing, I would, but I'm not that famous, and Z-Way is kind of like in that like sort of like LA sort of
Did the storm crash the boat?
thing. I feel like when people, I feel like we're past that point of like I don't even want to sound shady, because this isn't shady. Like, get your bag, and I think the Z-Way show is actually quite entertaining. But we're past that point of like podcasts not being like fully utilized by like corporations. Like, you can tell when a celebrity is that's selling a new book and suddenly they're on like every single podcast. That kind of turns me off from some podcasts. Z-Way doesn't do that too much, but it does kind of have that sort of like corporate feel a little bit. I would do it though. I think that I would engage quite well with Z-Way. I think the thing about shows like that is you just have to have a good moral compass, and also like good should also be your own standard. Like, if you can't like walk the walk of what you talk, then you're going to get embarrassed on that show. I think you just have to have strong values. I was very much disliked when Z-Way platformed the Republican gay embezzler. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, see, but the thing is like, it already had that feel. I don't want to say I just naturally don't watch shows like that, but I don't know. With media consumption, you just have to like call it, and just we really have to like think about the fact that like not every single ounce of the things that you consume are reflective of your person. Your person comes from within. I don't watch Z-Way because I feel like Z-Way, like, I just don't want. I watch too many other things. I don't want to be on Z-Way anymore. Stop talking about Z-Way. Would you rather have to walk around with warm pizza rolls in each of your toes? In each of your toes, and whenever one of them gets squished, you can't clean it up, but you do have to replace it with a fresh one. Or you can only eat chunky peanut butter for the rest of your days once per week, and you have to sleep in the same bed as a smelly old lady who snores. I'm going to take the pizza rolls because there's probably somebody who's into that, and I can probably monetize it because I'm going to be the only person who has that affliction. I won't even call it an affliction. I'd call it a high need. Check the Patreon tonight for pizza roll foot content. Recession indicator is everybody firing up. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about that. I was going to make a joke about big production houses and how they're starting to pivot away from major algorithmic platforms.
How many people are scared? Me too.
You say self-editing, Lizenben, after I said pizza roll foot content.
Can't see the stigma knot. It's got to be here somewhere.
I think it's self-mitigation. Suddenly everybody with 10 editors and a whole production house suddenly can't afford the exorbitant demands of algorithmic content, and now they all need a Substack to offset the fact that nobody's paying for anything anymore because the money ran out. When times get tough, it's almost like the meta doesn't exist. Oops. I just always say you should structure your platform. If you have a platform, you have a blessing, and you have a community of people who are enabling you to like actualize some of like your craziest fantasies. So like, if you do want like a big team, do that, but you do not have to scale up. Like, you do not have to scale up to have quality content or have a community that likes you. People want authenticity, not a blockbuster movie. So like, a lot of people are in a bad situation now because all the sponsorships are drying up.
A lot of
And
people are
now
afraid of this.
and now they have these
I'm not
big
afraid.
production
See, and
houses
that's
that
what I
can't
love
pay
about
for
you.
themselves. But what do I know? I'm literally here with like, I literally cried for the first like 10 minutes. Ew. Oh, they're ants. Oh my god. I don't want to say the money's drying up. I think it's getting more like tight. Anyway, moving on. I would put the pizza rolls in my toes because the money's drying up. How do I? Also, I wanted to recommend this to y'all. I was thinking, who cares? I was thinking of feet. I moisturize my whole body because it's healthy for your skin. And I wanted to say that Vanicream is really good. I like Vanicream. I haven't used Vanicream until I turned 30. Vanicream is really good. I use Vanicream for a lot of stuff. Not for my face, but it's like such a good like no frills moisturizer. Vanicream, 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 Vanicream. VANI. Vanicream. What sets it apart from other body moisturizers is it's like very thick. But that's because it has like that sort of moisturizing effect where it kind of sits on top of the skin just a little bit as it's absorbing. So you kind of have like a layer of moisture and protection. I really like that for my skin because my skin's very sensitive. So I don't know how to do this. Zan! Thank you for 10 months, Zan. Is it like Gold Bond? It's like one of those like we call it drugstore in America, drugstore brands. Can crouton jump? I think so. Do you know what I want to do? I want to get one of those crock pots you put your nasty little feet in with the paraffin wax and you crunch it off. Just go get a pedicure. Just go get a pedicure. Don't get all that equipment. That's just too much. Yeah, so I think crouton can jump, but I'm not really sure if I can jump over these things. I think I have to time this. Okay, I have to walk with the ants, actually. Yeah. Oh my god. I did it. I need to go get a mani-pedi. You know what's really nice is I'm finding places that I can get mani-pedis in like the the gay districts. And I think this is like so important. Like this is something else that I'm talking about where I say I'm so grateful for y'all. Like living in this city that has so much ambient acceptance has made me feel so comfortable doing things like getting a manicure and pedicure used to feel so scary because when you're in environments where like that stuff is like so like gendered, it can be very uncomfortable. But I don't really feel that anymore. In fact, I can find places in districts that specifically like look for my business. That's a privilege. Whoa. I love the secrets in this game. I want to read this.
Better grab that.
Speaking of
All the help
skincare,
I can get.
the first date with a boy I went on in high school, he told me his skin secret, which was using butter on his face. It's probably he just needed moisturizer. No, because during the 2010s, we were doing a lot of crazy stuff. I remember there was one site that would rank like different like at-home skin things. People would be like, put lemons on your skin, like lemons on your face. Some people would. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Kylie Jenner lip challenge. People were selling at the drugstore like straight up like 90% alcohol to put on your skin. This is why. Mm-mm. Ooh, y'all remember the apricot scrubs? Do y'all remember this? Somebody said St. Ives. Y'all remember the apricot scrubs? Where it was salicylic acid, 100% salicylic acid, 110% salicylic acid, low grade factory made salicylic acid mixed into a lotiony, cloggy sort of custard that had broken up seeds of an apricot in it. And we took, and they said on the commercial, this is natural. And we were rubbing broken up seeds onto our face. We were exfoliating, darling. Save Eyes was my first exfoliant, so I'll give her flowers. We all start somewhere. Mine was Neutrogena, clean and clear. I would leave that on until it burned because I thought it meant it worked. Y'all, look at my skin now. Look at my skin now. It gets better. It gets better. You'd be so surprised how much your body loves you and wants you to do well, and it will forgive you. Have you ever tried glycolic acid? I have. I don't like it for me. I use like Korean like ABH, that stuff, like Korean brands of that, like very very like effective actives that are like very sensitive. I used to be very hard on my skin because I used to think I had tough skin and you had to like make your skin tough. No. I'm sorry, BB. I'll read. Annabelle. We need this sale to go through. Between the weeds waging war on our biggest leaves and the lack of good, reliable folk to lend a helping hand, the tobacco business ain't what it used to be. Here's the hope and bunny flood. Here's the hope and bunny flood. Don't look too closely at our numbers. Lord, I don't ask for much. Don't let one bad harvest sink our family name, Abernathy.
You don't stay that rich by being kind.
The super concentrated acid pads, I remember them. I remember my pores looked big, so I would put acid pads on them because I thought it would clean them out. I had, let's just say those pores got big. They got bigger. Girl, the sort of backrooms science experiments I would do on my skin when I was 16. Cause I didn't have bad acne, but I had acne. Actually, no, I did have pretty bad acne. I had to go to a dermatologist at one point, and get put on doxycycline. When I was 16 in the Bronx,
Place gives me the creeps.
putting orange drink on my face. The avocado face mask. The butter mask. I'm gonna start a new TikTok account. Benny's Skin. That sounds like a really fun name. Benny's Skin. I'll play Benny. And I'll say, hey y'all, today I'm doing the avocado butternose mask. This is a super hydrating natural mask. Yes, it's spelled Beni. My name is Benny Skin, but it's always spelled. You have to say Benny. So like that way, like when I get to over 100K and people start like noticing me on the street as Benny, people say, "Oh my goodness, it's Benny. It's Benny. You're Benny," and then people will be like, "Actually, it's Benny. Um, Benny Skin. That's the username, Benny Skin. It actually is spelled Beni, not Beny. Annyeong, I'm Benny." That's the fun thing about the internet is you like somebody in this chat right now could open up their phone and do that. They could open up their phone and be Benny Skin, and nobody could stop you. Somebody could cancel you, and then you just delete the account. Kind of unrelated, but one time my little gay 10-year-old self decided to put regular conditioner in my hair and leave it in, and my straight divorced dad was obviously like, "What's going on?" And when I told him, he got pissed and held my head under running faucet, and I cried. Pickled, I'm so sorry that happened. That's really sad, Pickled. What's happening in the story right now? We're trying to get up to the trying to find our mama. We're trying to find our mama, and we have to go up to the mansion, but I'm trying to find secrets. I'm trying to figure out some sort of thing that happened to me. But the thing is, Pickled, is I was like this when I came out the womb, and even when like the men in my family, because I had Southern men in my family too, who tried to like sort of be like, you can't do that. I'd be like, why not? Sounding like this. Why not? Why? Why not? Like, obviously they would like embarrass me or do stuff like that, but it still didn't work. Like, I would still want to feel pretty. Like, I say this all the time, but one of my earliest memories was me refusing to go to Catholic church on Sunday unless my mother convinced me that I looked like Britney Spears. When she was doing my hair, my mother would do my hair and I would say, I'm not going to church until I look like Britney Spears. Because I hated going to church. The clothes were always so like itchy, and I was like, this is boring. I like to sing, but they only sang for 5 minutes. The rest of the time I had to listen to some man talk at me. Okay, this is ridiculous. That was among the last traumatic parts of my childhood. Okay, well at least it all closed out soon. Sooner than later. Help me! Help me, please. These monsters. I have to unravel them all on my own. It's just overwhelming. Oh my god, no. Help, Benny.
All right.
Oh, that was the least. Oh. So in we need to have the conversation about the fashion competitions women in churches be having, and you couldn't participate if you were a boy. Mind you, y'all, I was the gayest little boy. Like, let me get my zhuzh too. Oh god. And now everybody wants to call me up. Oh, Fawn, you know how to do makeup. Oh, Fawn, you know how to do. I remember. I have a memory of an elephant. People who know me very closely over a long periodically time, they think that having a friend that has a good memory or having a family member that has a good memory is a good thing until they can bring up something that happened 15 years ago. And I remember very vividly the people who enabled my little gay boyness and the people who didn't. For example, one of my aunts, one of the first gifts that I remember getting from her, they did a little program in pre-K. For which, for people who haven't been in pre-K, it's like a sort of program that they used to. I don't know if they still do it now because like they're like schools are like gone or whatever. But pre-K is like pre-kindergarten, like prepares you and like sort of contextualizes the kid and socializes the kid to get them ready for kindergarten, which was really important for me because I didn't have any older siblings. I didn't have many cousins around me either, and I used to like bite kids. Like I was pretty badly socialized. If y'all think that I'm bad now, I was bad before. Like kids used to stress me out, and I'd bite them to get them to go away. Yeah, I used to like draw blood when kids would like get me stressed. I used to get really, really stressed as a kid. Did I stop biting people? I did stop biting people because I learned to use my words. Where was I going with that? Oh, right. They were doing a like gift giving program in pre-K. I think it was like for like Christmas or something. It was like all the kids are getting like a surprise gift from Santa. But like the families all like donated a gift. One of the first gifts that my aunt gave me was a Cabbage Patch Kid because she read that giving young boys who are more sensitive dolls helps them to process, you know, as a kid. Because in my time when I was first growing up, like they used to just like, I'll be real, in Augusta, Georgia in the 90s, they would just spank you if you acted too girly. You just learn to stop acting that way.
Looks like a lot happened
Which is
at this
very
old place.
misogynistic. But let's
Time
play
to fill
this
up my
game.
bottle.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
Did I bite the doll? I did bite my dolls. I had Barbies too. But I just have an unbridled gayness to me, so that is so fun to say. Like you literally you can't slap, talk, yell, manipulate this out of me, girl. It'll always come back out. I am like a stallion running across a beach of rainbow sands. I like that the game's opening up. It lets me like yap to y'all while I look at pretty things.
Here to fix things.
Hi. I used to be the kindergartner that peed his pants. Oh, Caro. I'm sorry. I was the gay one. Back in the day, that used to be a character type. Now it's just sort of been ushered into like the beginner meta. But being the gay one back then used to be like running like one of the most non-meta builds. In some servers, it's still non-meta, but you get what I'm saying. Is there a health place? Oh my god. Would you rather be gay or pee your pants? I don't think I want to be either. And I did pee my pants sometimes. One day when I was walking home from school, I had to pee so bad, but I couldn't walk fast enough to get home. And I had a hill that I had to get up. And my bladder was squished and I just peed on myself. I was like 10. My only memory of kindergarten was I threw an apple at my friend. When was the last time you peed your pants? I won't answer that. I think that should let you know everything you need to know.
Parents always have a favorite, even if they don't admit it. Bunny's favorite was her daughter Cherie, whom she'd hoped to groom into a force for passing her on one day.
Not at the club, no.
She wasn't watching her either.
Keep checking for upgrades. Okay, we're clearing the stigmas around Bunny's place. We have the ability to clear stigmas out, so that's what we're doing. The catfish guy's like, "Whoa, you
I
gotta
didn't know Dad had a sister.
clear the stigma."
Local honey. Mrs. Pearl swears by it for allergies.
I always stole from those book fairs. I was such a lame little kid. Honestly, if I wasn't so like obviously feminine and in a very masculine body, I think that I would just be like a boring kid. I don't think that I started getting like spicier in my personality until maybe I discovered the internet and like anime and like Maple Story and stuff. But I guess that's everybody, huh? Just sort of the first thing that hits your radar is kind of like your personality from then on. The last time I peed my pants was 12 when my friend told me the story of them getting crushed. Whoa. I would beg my parents for a series of unfortunate events book and Captain Underpants. I read both of those too, Pero. But see, Pero, I think I was able to read books, but I never remembered what was in the book. So I just stopped reading them because I was like, I can never remember what's in them. I would like read a whole book and like not remember what was in it. But I read both of those series. I read a lot of them.
They know I'm here.
But I think the point of books like that, the value in them, is teaching kids to be able to read like without phonetics, you know, like being able to recall words faster. Because that's definitely what I did. Like I was able to read it. I wasn't able to like critically think about it when I was like 8. But I did know the words. I knew when people were like sad or something, but then I would put the book down and be like, okay. Yeah, unraveling does heal, but I'm really impatient. I try to do everything as fast as possible, regardless of if I have a cooldown, because that's my fatal flaw as a human being, is I just can't stop myself from slaying, smashing. You're making it easy. Unraveling can also have stuff that like does like a bomb or something when you use it, but I don't really use unraveling a lot. Maybe I should use it more. Obabago!
Another one, thank you.
Isn't it kind of cool, Noah? Yes, God, how like how you can like sort of get better sort of timing and stuff because you're playing like a game that's a little bit more fast paced. This game still has challenge to it, but I feel like my brain can like track what's going on easier because I played Vale yesterday.
Even before the accident, Hazel's dad knew Bunny didn't care for him. When his sister got her dress dirty, he was punished for letting it happen. He didn't complain life was unfair. That's just how things was.
Poor Dad. Kids make mistakes sometimes.
Would you guys rather read 100 books in a month or eat an accumulated 500 pounds of hamburger meat in a month, but it only counts if you eat a whole burger? Oh, come on, because my brain is hungry for that type of thing. Like, if this is the rule, that if you choose one or the other, it will happen regardless of your motivation levels, I want to choose the books because think of how smart and wise you will become being able to process that much information in that amount of time. But the monkey brain in me is like, I want all those burgers.
A lot of people are afraid of this conversation.
I'm not
That's
afraid.
a hard
See, and that's what I
one.
love about you.
Yeah.
See, this is an interesting question. This is why I'm so grateful for this community, because what you've asked is a really fun and intriguing way of sort of parsing and sifting through, you know, where is the value in simple pleasures or in pursuing a greater consciousness? Is there truly a difference? You decide. Would you rather gain 1,000 IQ or eat a burger? Eat a burger. I don't want to be that smart. I think part of being a human is like actually being naive and dumb. As somebody who spends so much time psychoanalyzing the world and themselves, like I really do find pleasure in doing that. I'm starting as I get older. Mind you, I'm still a baby. I feel like turning 30 is like when you actually finally become an adult. Being 20 is like your beta test. It's like, okay, so the decisions you're making, these are the paths you take. But like when you hit 30, you actually do your class advancement and you're like, okay, you're kind of like making some decisions at that point. Dang it. I was really on one. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to know everything. I don't think that you're supposed to know everything. I think you're supposed to uncover one little rock and then you pass it on to somebody else and then you go eat a burger. I think that's the point. Okay, let's go inside the house now, finally. Because I think I've explored everything. Have I? And honestly, doing like in your 30s, if you spend your 20s, you don't have to be perfect, but if you spend your 20s making like big boy habits, big girl habits, big they habits, when you hit your 30s, it's actually like kind of cool. Like stuff that people make fun of you in your 20s, people are like, oh, like, so you do that? It's like, yeah, I did in my 20s when you made fun of me for it. How do I get in this house, girl? And another thing about being 30 is like, it really isn't about how much work you can put into one thing. It's about like momentum and keeping up with things, like keeping up with the things that are important to you. It really starts to show, at least to me, a lot of my life is starting to like really show itself. It's like you've planted a garden regardless of if you wanted to or not, and that garden is finally sprouting flowers. And some of those flowers you're like, oh, I don't want that in my garden. And some of them you're like, oh, that's cool. This is why you should be saving money from birth. Yes, that's one of the mistakes that I made, actually, was when I was being when my parents were thinking about me, like just like thinking about the concept of me existing, I should have started saving there. Where in the world is this last stigma? Fawn, did you know that today is Ashley Tisdale's birthday? Suddenly I'm in front of the light, and everything in this room is getting beautiful at the same time. And every day I try just to breathe and show this whole world the love truth inside of me. What's y'all's favorite Ashley Tisdale cut? I also like Kiss the Girl. Where's round two? Possession techniques. Back away. Get over here. It's all right, it's okay. Oh, that's right. That was a good one. This is a hard fight here. Smashing! Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. I saw Pop Crave message about it today. She's 41 years old? Whoa, see, that's cool. As much as I want us to start normalizing, like, finding out what to do in your elderly years other than working, because we really have to unpack that. It's actually really nice that people are living such long lives. It's nice for me, because I feel like I'm just getting started. So it's nice to know that there's people out there, like, making a path. The shadow remains cast. I got it this time. That's a pretty hard combo. Let's do it. You monster. Crouton, take your victim. Oh, oh. Well, come on. I forgot that those things were like bosses. That's tricky. I'm one of the few people who saw the extended High School Musical 2 with Hum Hum Hum. I had it on DVD. Oh, was there like a canceled version? Fawn, are you streaming Mario Kart tomorrow? They added 2 new knockout rallies. I think I will. People keep asking me for it, so yeah. Why not? That might have been a sign. You're on a 7-win streak? Congrats. With Meowscarada. We're gonna do it. Okay, y'all, we're gonna do it at 5.
When your sister got her dress.
I think 6 p.m. ET. We're doing an evening one again. We're not doing it at 2. We're doing it like 3 hours after when we normally start. I forgot to say that. I should be
Dirty again. Trey tried to rinse her off in the water. I don't believe Hazel's dad meant to do it. He just didn't count on how slippery she'd be.
Oh.
Bunny never forgive him.
So Bunny's her
Wait.
grandmother.
Trey lost his sister and his mama that day.
Oh, that's traumatizing.
Did Mama know about this?
Yeah, the heat wave hit Chicago, girl. The heat wave hit Chicago. Cutscene. The heat wave hit Chicago, and another thing, I'm so grateful for y'all. I only went outside to go hang out with somebody and see fireworks. I did not have to commute. I didn't have to do anything that I did not want to do. I'm sitting in this air conditioned, it's tiny, very tiny, humble, modest apartment. And I'm so happy. Thank y'all so much. The heat wave is here, and y'all have protected me from it. Thank you. Let's run. Whoa. The spikes! Zan! Zan, slow down! Zan! My AC bill is gonna be 9 figures this month. I know, girl. Zan, slow down! These vines! It's almost like the forest is overgrown with some sort of curse. They're all knotted up, as if somebody with a weaving power would be able to unweave the forest. What's that in the distance? Hi, Amatul. You just got your ID. Zan! Congratulations. I feel like I'm in a movie from Cineworld. Oh my god, that is so scary. Wait. Getting chased is so scary. Oh, Euphoria, I'm sorry.
Bunny buried every kid she brought into this world. That's gotta take a toll on you.
Yeah, there's always a reason why people act the way they do.
Hello? Is anyone home? I guess no one's here.
This house, girl. Beautiful, beautiful. Honestly, I would love to have a house like this. I would need help for sure. Right now, I'm kind of just looking for like a 1-bedroom. But the vibe here, I kind of like this maximalistic sort of paisley vibe.
Mama
I
was
love a
always
floral
sorry you
print.
couldn't afford piano lessons.
I love a floral print. I do. If loving a floral print is illegal, lock me up and throw away the key. Look at this little itsy bitsy. This is really a transformative role for her.
Ugh, taxidermy? That's creepy fancy people stuff.
Fancy people. I don't like taxidermy. I'm sorry. There's some cool taxidermy that I like to see just as like as sort of like jarring art, but I probably wouldn't have taxidermy.
Bunny looks so proud of her.
Yeah, Noah, yes, God. I was actually having a conversation with a friend before the stream started, like a few hours ago. I was having my lunch break, and we were kind of like ragging on how so many games are getting so expensive. Like GTA 6 is going to launch with like 7 different battle passes, and like some of the content's going to be locked behind like $40 worth of DLC. But the thing is what I'm noticing is like the sort of growing momentum of the cost that it makes to make AAA video games is becoming unsustainable, and it's also becoming uninteresting to the consumer because we're getting the same thing over and over because they're unable to like make something new because they're scared. They have to make like the bottom line. So we're like, we don't really care much anymore. We kind of are loyal to the franchises that we like. Like for me, it's like Pokemon and Xenoblade, Final Fantasy. But like, I'm not really receptive towards like these big companies and their names. If I find out Square Enix is publishing something, I actually don't care. So in that, like, indie developers have such a chance right now, and they're showing it by like really showing that they can craft really nice things with like more lean teams. And it's also giving people more of a hunger to like surf through like eShop libraries. And I think once more people get used to like surfing through those libraries, I think games like this are going to have a lot more success. I honestly think that this stuff is like the new wave. I think we're kind of just waiting for like the old like systems of like how we used to play games and how we used to do a lot of things to like die out.
Grandpa. Don't think he would have liked me much.
Damn. He looks kind of mixed. Anyway. Like Sandfall making the F8 game we would have wanted for decades. Yeah, on a much smaller team. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at all the
Bunnies
things.
really got a thing for raccoons.
Even this game is kind of a sleeper hit because it was paid dust. But I mean, look at this now. We have all these people here watching it. I'm sure some people will come buy it. It came through my radar. And this stuff is like, I got it on sale. It was already cheap in its retail price, like its base retail price. This is totally worth the money. This is a great little media experience. Yeah, history in
Sunday
these
dinner
rooms.
with animal heads for company? No thanks.
This is actually a really interesting thing. Like, it's, I want to say, like towns like this in America didn't really like fully have, honestly, a lot of people didn't really accept like non-segregated spaces until about like Gen X, which is like the 80s, 90s. There's still remnants of that in places like this. I think it's interesting that they put this character in this situation because that is a real tension sometimes in families that are like this. Families that sort of hold on to a certain class to the dying breath until the younger generation who doesn't really hold those values interrupts it. I thankfully did not have a family that was racist. But that is a thing. That is a thing. Like sociologists have even studied it. Like what it's like being like the
Granny
first mixed
culture.
kid in a family. It can be pretty rough for some people. Bless your heart. That explains it all right there. I'm okay, so I keep maxing out crouton, but I need to pick some other things now. Cleansing rod, hold Y to unleash strands. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. I want that. I want that. Y'all, I want to make some croutons this evening. I might go to the store and get myself all bloated on some bread. Croutons are yummy by themselves, like freshly like baked. What do y'all think about that? How do you make croutons? Just get yourself some thick bread, any kind of bread, old bread, like not moldy, obviously. It's actually better to do it with your older bread. Put them in like a bowl. Get like light like olive oil. You don't want like them to be too mushy. Salt and pepper. Mix it up and bake it until they're crunchy, or however you want them. The mac and cheese recipe. Oh, if I'm gonna get bloated, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it right. I don't want to go in there yet. The way that I do stuff in games with exploration is I look to see all the paths, and then I choose the one that looks like it doesn't have a cutscene so I can get the goodies first. What's happened in the story so far? It's been revealed that Bunny has... So, okay, Hazel has a talent for unweaving stigmas, unweaving past traumas that are held in the sort of ley lines of the place that she lives. The overarching story is she's trying to find her mother, which was swept away in a hurricane that sort of put her in an Alice of Wonderland situation. In this point of the story, this is now the third sort of stigma that we're kind of like going after, but this one's a little bit more closer to home because this is about her grandmother.
Definitely Bunny's room. If she's hiding something about Molly, it should be here. I bet Bunny's wedding was the talk of the town. She did look pretty, though. She loves a sketchy bookshelf.
Oh, if I had this kind of money, I'd have one too.
So many of her with Cherie. So few of her with Dad.
I want a secret bookcase room. What would y'all put in your secret bookcase room?
Holy. What kind of person needs a room
I don't want to
like
go there
this?
yet. Bookcases for your bookcase room?
There's so much I never got to know about you.
I found a really cool comic store that has yaoi. They have visual novels, they have like little zines, they have Marvel comics, they have DC comics, they have shonen, and the whole place, I don't know who owns it. And I just say this, like, I don't mean to point people out, but the whole place has like queer girls in it, and I feel so safe there. If there's any place that I want to give my money for buying a yaoi book, which I've never bought yaoi in my life, but I might now, it would be that store. Oh, am I supposed to say visual novels? Visual novels, sorry. There's a section, I'm really nervous. There's a section, they have the LGBTQ plus section, which is where all the visual novels are. But at the bottom of the shelf, on the right side, there's a little curtain section. I want to see what's behind the curtain. But I'm scared they'll see me. Sabrina, I got something I want to talk about.
Fit for a princess. Dad never moved past it, did he?
A lot of people are afraid of this conversation.
I'm not afraid.
See, and that's what I love about you.
Yeah.
This is a classy party. That's why I said,
nice view once.
Girl, this house is too big. I'd get lonely as a kid. Just sitting in my room all day. Too big to leave.
Cherie like that.
Oh, that's cute, little bunny. Lady, the bunny, the Miss Bunny sat and read her book. Miss Bunny really likes to cook. Miss Bunny was drinking tea. Under moonlight, Miss Bunny thinks of he who loved her back in the day, even for her crazy ways. Miss Bunny reads the story, but it's her own because she wrote it. And then I vomited. So Miss Bunny was revealed. Miss Bunny is a tortured antagonist at the moment. She hasn't really done anything. She's just kind of like a BICTH.
That's a chunk of Benji. All this research on the walls, too.
Benji!
She was serious.
Benji, y'all were talking about him earlier. I could really do an audiobook. I know I could. I know.
Bunny up to?
I could do a lot of things. But you know what I want to do right now? Play video games with y'all.
That's a big ass feather. What the hell? Why is Laurent in those pictures?
Owner of the juke joint and Lacey's ex-partner. Now, who's Lacey? I forgot about that. Jolene. Lacey. Wait, Lacey is her mom's boo? Nobody could make Lacey laugh like he did, not even Hazel. But when he up and left her mom, he was out of the picture for good. What the hell is he doing here with this big-ass feather?
Hey, that's my distaff. Patterns, too. Where'd she get all this?
What is Bunny hiding back? Missing.
Those poor missing kids. Could have been Molly's doing.
Odette the boy missing. Cassandra Tyler missing. Marie LaGarrie missing. Jackson Graves missing. Cassandra Tyler missing. Trey Flood missing. TJ Langero missing.
Hang on, Dad? You went missing too?
Oh my God. No, this is actually kind of scary.
Red yarn. She found out hugging Molly's not just a scary story for kids.
Oh, hugging Molly. That big thing.
You just can't get enough of my hospitality.
I'm sorry. I need to find Hug and Molly.
Do you? What would you want with Hug and Molly?
She took my mama. Her red yarn was all over our house.
You've been keeping secrets. Why didn't you ask before?
I did.
Bye,
And
Rose. Thank
didn't
you for
help.
hanging out with us.
You can see strands. And now you're looking for a creature. You're a weaver, aren't you? Strange. Your mother never
Okay, for people who don't know, Hazel is mixed. Her grandma is white.
mentioned it. Or maybe not so strange. I guess we know each other's little secret now.
Are you a weaver too?
Oh dear. Why don't we have some tea? Let me get you some fresh clothes. My pig factory is no place for a girl like you to be cavorting.
Oh, she owns a pig factory. That's how she has that money. Oh, this is kind. Wait.
Now,
Thank you, Grandma.
what do you know about hugging Molly?
I know she takes children and leaves red yarn.
I do want to say there's a nuance to this that can be a little bit missed that I don't think that they've explored with Bunny. And I'm not saying that this is Bunny.
You woke it up.
But this could be the case, and this is something that isn't really ever explicitly talked about. Nowadays in 2026, this is not so much the case. I can't really speak for it, but like back in like even like the 80s, 90s, I would say, if you were like a certain type of mix, you were considered like you had different sort of social really abilities. Like colorism was really alive and well in the South, especially in Louisiana. I only know this stuff because Beyonce's Lemonade album taught me this. Like the tangential like sort of video essays that came out after it, you know? But I think that's a really interesting case because it's like a lot of people are very mixed in some places, but racialization also has like a layer of color on top of it. Which is like, it's kind of like an unspoken thing that you wouldn't notice in this story, but because they're doing so much to like reference a lot of things, I just think that that's something interesting to bring up, you know? Some people might not know that.
Heard that you know a lot about her.
Yes. She stole your father once when he was young.
Really? How'd you find him?
Oh,
I do like that glass
Molly
set.
meant for me to find him. Trey was just bait, you see. It was me she wanted. Molly can't abide weavers because we mend the chaos her kind likes to create.
Oh, she's chasing Bunny.
You don't think
That Molly took your mother to lure you? Yeah. I never found where Molly really lives, but I suspect Laurent Baptiste knows.
Laurent from the juke joint?
Friend
That's
of
why she's
yours?
tracking Laurent. And Hazel
friend
looks
of
so
Mama's.
good.
Curious. Laurent won't talk to me. I seem to have an unfortunate reputation among his crowd.
I could try.
The garden gate will take you to his place.
So Bunny isn't doing anything bad. She's involved because there's a big monster that took Hazel's mom. And she's hunting them, but the big monster's been there with Bunny this whole time. Bunny's been a weaver this whole time, like since she was young. But Bunny's not really involved. She's just kind of like a BICTH. But I mean, who
Let me
isn't?
know how it goes with Molly. I'd be most indebted if you find her.
Oh, I'll find her.
We have a new
Molly
look.
took my dad, but Bunny got him back.
Oh, shut up. Look at
I
the
can
like
get Mama back.
look at the shorts.
To hear you breathe, I count your breaths as you dream, and at the end of dreams,
I like this. They gave us a new costume. I feel like I'm progressing in the story with Hazel. Oh, you can get a twice dodge? I can't wait for that.
Can't let Laurent get to me. Gotta find out what he knows.
we still go on.
This game is cool. This is crazy. The studio shut down. Speaking of what I was just talking about, we know why this game did not get it. This is a great game. Oh, see, now I'm mad. I'm not mad because I'm having a good time. Thank you to everybody who made this game. Because I'm here to celebrate it. It's a great game for the stream too. I think I've said this already, but I keep looking over at OBS just because I feel like it looks so pretty on the stream. Xbox, I think, shut them down before that new CEO came, because the new CEO seems to have a lot more of like a consumer-friendly vision, which I don't want to say that. I saw one article that seemed consumer-friendly. Let me stop
What's
myself
that freaking
there.
blowfish talking about now?
They're in negotiation right now. South of Midnight 2. South of Midnight 2.
And then she went right in that house. So I said, Bunny,
Who is the
Flood,
fox?
Lay as soon as look at you.
We keep seeing this fox.
Hazel. Well, nice duds. You been promoted at the Piggly Wiggly?
Oh, hey, Miss.
Put a 1 in chat if you know what the Piggly Wiggly is. Be honest. So here's some Southern jargon, some Southern lingo. The Piggly Wiggly is actually a franchise. It's a corporation. It's a budget like grocery store. The Piggly Wiggly for decades was always the place to go because it had the most reasonable prices. And you could get a lot of stuff. But you would call it the Piggly Wiggly. And I feel like over time, it just started being called the Piggly Wiggly when you meant like, oh, you went out shopping. It's just like a kind of turn of phrase. It's like, oh, look at you. Like in this situation, look at you. Did you go to the Piggly Wiggly? Mac Diamond, welcome to the chat.
Do none of the Floods come to the cottage?
But the stores still exist in the South. They're not as many as anymore, but they're called Piggly Wigglies.
Oh, you know me. You run into Bunny Flood and live to tell.
Mm-hmm, and she's helping me find Huggin' Molly.
Oh, out of the goodness of her heart, I'm sure. So what, y'all in cahoots now?
First off,
I love that fox is like acting like we're like messing with it and acting all stressed. Like we stopped caring about that fox in chapter 3.
cahoots. Second off, there's nobody I'd rather be less
Thank you, Derriere.
cahooting with.
She always did want to get her hands on a weaver.
I think I can handle my own grandma.
So now you're a flood. No, I wouldn't have helped
Oh,
if
they
I'd
called it
realized.
Bunny
If I'm a
Flood.
Flood, it's a name only. And if my last name makes Bunny believe that I'm on her side, then I'ma use it.
Well, you sure can
Oh,
scheme
Hazel
like a
Flood.
real
Okay, never
flood.
mind. I get it.
But you sure it ain't
I forgot that
Bunny
was her full
using
name.
you?
I can take care of myself without your help. I do need to get to the juke joint. Could you maybe?
Oh, you don't need my help. No, you a fancy flood weaver now. I wouldn't want to get your new dress all
I
slimy.
didn't mean.
No, you take the path. There's a tree up yonder you should see. Bunny visits every year on the same day. Might tell you a little something about who you're in cahoots with.
Hey! Cahoots. He's worrying about
Yeah,
the wrong
she shouldn't have
thing.
been so slick at the mouth.
Bunny ain't
She was,
nearly that bad.
yeah, she was getting a little bit
Our
too.
life forsmoothes from thing to thing
So now we gotta walk.
in your orchard.
We had one friend with a car, now we have to walk because Hazel.
It's the tree catfish man.
Inside
Oh, Bunny.
you bring me flowers.
We had one friend with a car in the Alice in Wonderland place, and Hazel had to go talk some junk.
Nothing's ever really lost. See, nothing
Blythe Whistle, 24 months, never-ending subscription. Blythe, thank you so much for 24 months. I'm so thankful to have 2 years of your support. Lurkiversary, hey, I like that word. Speaking of 2 years, I also want to say thank you again to Cello for 2 years. I think some other people hit over 2 years. I know some people hit over 2 years. OMG. Crouton, help! Crouton, hold this enemy down. I'm getting good at this game, y'all. I'm not sure how far we are in this game. We're definitely not beating it today. We might hit the halfway point today. I really don't know. It's very satisfying gameplay. It's like, it kind of, you know, it kind of reminds me of like a mix of like DMC Bayonetta with Genshin, because Genshin does have a very satisfying like action combat, but the inputs aren't as like advanced as like Bayonetta. Like Bayonetta has like 7 inputs, whereas like Genshin has like 3, but they do a lot with it. They have more than 3, but you get what I'm saying. It's like that chunky like combo based thing, but the flow is like really done well, and it's like progressing really well. Like I'm about to get a double dodge, which will be really fun to see with this skirt physics.
I build our empire.
Hug and Molly sightings, June 3rd, near Alum Cave. Night vision, faint blur, then trail broken, camera broken. November 31st, Myrtle Point. December 30th, Spence Cabin, disappeared into the trees.
What does it eat?
I don't know who's singing. It might be Bunny. Oh, where is hugging Molly? Is she up on the tree? I need way more spirits. This game is so pretty.
Is that a baby?
Is that a baby? It's Cherie. Dude, what I want to sing on a game soundtrack, I would love to. When I used to play Final Fantasy 14 hardcore, I would hope and pray that I would get the opportunity to like audition to sing for. I love to sing, y'all. I need to get back into practicing my singing. But I mean, like, what Libiquita doesn't like singing, you know?
More than anything.
I love to sing. The Oblivion Shiva theme. There's a lot of themes in 14 that are good. I think one day I'll get the chance. I just tell myself, like I said, I put that in my head. I don't say, oh, I wish. I say, you know what? I definitely have the potential to do that.
Itself is crying.
The Cherie tree. Oh, this is going to be sad. Her favorite daughter. I know that she was like not really being a nice mom, but this is still very tragic. I wonder if this will come with the boss battle. Because I think that we're still on the same arc for Bunny. We're about to go to another area, but it seems like each arc resolves with a boss battle.
They say the soul lingers a bit with the body it belonged to. And so it was with Bunny's baby Cherie. Bunny's dream of crafting her daughter into her own likeness, a power spun of unnatural means, was shattered. But she never lost hope she'd bring Cherie back to life someday. She stole the Benji tree's heart for its magic, to keep her daughter trapped here instead of going where it is baby souls go. I don't think she ever considered what Cherie would have wanted.
Did Bunny still
I don't know
magic
much
from
about
Benji's
these
tree?
trees, these like Benji trees.
She must have been desperate.
That must have been a Louisiana thing. Yeah, she did dark magic.
Whoa. No wonder Bunny comes up here in secret. Sorry I woke you up, baby Sherry. You hush now. Going back to sleep, okay?
That's
See,
sad.
nothing's ever really lost. Lost.
I don't really want kids. I don't really feel the urge to have kids, but I couldn't imagine the feeling of losing a child, especially one so young. That must be a certain level of grief and despair that's like unimaginable.
While searching Bunny's cottage for clues about old Molly, Hazel glimpsed her grandma's past and felt sorry for her. But what Bunny did was unnatural. Sealing her dead daughter's spirit in a tree? Despite this, Hazel's powers guided Cherie to find solace in the great beyond. Following her lead,
They love to
Hazel
steal
sought
a. They do
LaRon
love to
Bobby,
steal a spirit in a tree.
who knew old Molly's whereabouts. But Hazel wasn't keen on seeing him again, given a mauled history with him.
Chapter 7. We're gonna play for a little bit more, everybody.
Better get to the juke joint so I can get back to pretending Laurent doesn't exist.
I also want to see what the juke joint has for us. I really like this game. This is just one of those. I love one of those games that you just kind of pick up on a whim and you're like, oh, this is so special. Like the environments are like legitimately pleasant to run around in. I wonder why humanity has decided worldwide that trees are very spiritual beings. It's because they live around us. They're probably just as like ubiquitous as we are, but they're able to take up so much space without doing nearly as much violence and destruction as we have. I think we revere trees because they really truly are like an immovable presence. Like it's like a true like passive like entity, you know? They heal the environment, they protect the environment, they create the environment, and they don't really like fight for it. There's a power in that. In some cultures, people think that trees actually like watch you and like protect you and guide you. Yeah, well, that's the thing is like there's a certain like I think within us we can identify that a tree will outlive us. A tree could see a human being be born and die in the same house. I think there's a wisdom held within that being, that entity. They also feed us too.
There's the old sawmill. Juke joint's nearby.
Girl, I did not mean to press that button. I don't like that whispering. Stop. I wouldn't be surprised if trees found a way to adapt and outlive us even as we destroy the environment. I really wouldn't be surprised if they figured it out. They might be waiting for us to leave, honestly. I think some of the trees like us, but I think most of the trees are kind of just like, let's just wait. Just keep waiting. June 13th, 1922. Found this little runt of a boy Laurent wandering about, covered in blood. Won't hardly talk about what happened, but his mom and pa are dead. He's little, but stronger than he looks. He can move crates and keep a lookout for the fuzz finding the operation. Fawn, there's no question that will happen. Miss Nature is just waiting. Yeah.
Ron, 1922? That can't be right. He must be a junior.
Laurent is some sort of like... There's something going on with Laurent. You can thank my friends on the other side. He's got friends on the other side. Won't you shake a poor sinner's hand? Are you ready? Oh my god, I love... I'm gonna watch Princess and the Frog. New enemy.
Oh, man, that's...
If I were a tree, what would I be? A cypress tree. I don't know. That's my first answer. I have to remove this enemy first. Now, let's figure out this enemy's weakness. Stop right there. Crouton, I'll need your help for this. Oh my gosh. No. Get over here, you monster! I tore that up. I tore that up. Once it was 1v1, girl, Cereza kicked in. Once it was 1v1.
That was rough.
I said, baby, I don't need witch time for this. Okay, so I came in this way. Cerezel.
Lumber used to be a huge business here. I wonder what happened.
Y'all, what if I went to Little Caesars today and did a mukbang for the Patreon? I always love to talk to you about food that I want to eat, and then I end up not eating it.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
New Tomodachi Life villager. People are already campaigning for Hazel for season 2 of Tomodachi Life, but I told them that we haven't even confirmed if Tomodachi Life is confirmed for season 2. But that Hazel, thanks to Hazel, I decided to start getting ready for the GPL because people are already asking for season 2 of Tomodachi Life. And I'm like, well, dang. I know we moved on, but some of my favorite stream intros was when you sang Almost There from Princess of the Frog. I used to, back in the day, I used to actually, sometimes I would actually sing for the intro. Yeah, I do have, I do still have to do the Q&A, so that might be a good idea. I just have to work out before I do it because I don't want to work out after eating Little Caesars. I've been thinking of doing more of a weekly Q&A, but I have ideas for that. I'll address that in the video. What are the whispers saying? I don't know. I'm scared. I'm trying to ignore them because they kind of scare me. Can I unlock this? Oh, I could. I love that. I feel like I missed something. Is there a plan to do karaoke stream? I can't figure out the latency. I have to figure out the latency. I could definitely do a karaoke stream. I just don't know the latency. I also need to, I need to practice a little bit. There's like a lag. Yeah, Izzy, I haven't really messed with like audio latency in like a few years, so I'm like a little rusty. I have wanted to do a karaoke stream, but y'all know I always want to do things, but I don't do them. January 4th, 1927. So this is still the 20s. This game is set in the 80s, I think, or the 90s. Promoted Laurent to lieutenant this morning. We all had some drink to celebrate. He's a mellow fella. It was nice to see him excited. He had a little too much to drink and got to crying about his folks. Masterson teased him for crying. For a split second, his skin went taut and twisted. I had never seen a man move so fast. He hit Masterson so hard that he flew ways across the room, broke his legs. Laurent ran off.
Jeez.
I will sing your music at my next karaoke room. Oh, well, good luck. Yeah, this game is set in the 80s. Or 90s. It's not that far off. But if he was dating her mother, well, I guess they are both quite grown because Hazel's in her 20s, it looks like. Incubus by Tokyo, Wander and Fawn. I think if I ever did music, I'd have to start with a cover album, just to introduce myself as a vocalist as well as show my inspirations. And if it's received well, I'd immediately go into making an EP, probably.
She held on to this?
Hazel took that pic of us just after Laurent had cooked us that 3-course dinner. When he felt safe, he had so much love to give. Wish he had felt safe more often. Sometimes he seemed like he was scared of himself.
Avoidant.
Remember that day?
Yeah.
I saw what Mama saw in him. But he didn't deserve her.
I would do an EP really like I would do an EP like a small bite-sized full body of work. If I went into a music project, I would want to make it have a vision. Like obviously every writing process is different. I've written a few fair share of music. I'm not saying that they're all good, but like I don't even know what my EP title would be. I don't even sing right now, y'all.
Looking forward to this conversation.
It's the emo again. But my EP would probably be named after I finished it, you know? And I would do an EP because I think that in this day and age, it's better to do smaller bodies of work that are exciting, quality over quantity, because we have so many new songs coming out, you know? Make it quick, make it snappy. Then once people are like, oh, I live, that's when you can start doing your renaissance, you know? Name it Fart. Yeah, the Frogger's page, I know. I wonder if there's a secret down there. You saw me in a Pokemon TCG Pocket ad? Thank you for your support. January 10th, 1927, went looking for Laurent. He's been missing almost a week. I found him bloody, naked in the woods. Looked like he'd fought a puma. Started babbling and saying, sorry, please let me stay. I won't do it again. I told him he's got to keep those feelings at bay, even if I think he was justified in lashing out. Masterson's an asshole. I brought him back to camp.
Sounds like he really cared about him.
I think Laurent's a werewolf. What's going on? We are tracking down our mom's ex because we're trying to find our mom. But our mom's ex has something, a secret. He's sitting on a secret. I feel like you could put out a sickening folk project. Oh, I could. Oh, I could. I could do a whole folk EP. Landslide would be on it. I'd cry on the track too. On the official final cut, I would have them keep a cut, a comp vocal of my voice shaking because my performance was so authentic. Like how Christina said, "Don't look at me." Every day. Was it good? All right. Who's this evil? This is Hazel Flood from the Flood family. She is a weaver. No, I've actually thought of a few concept cover EPs, and after Dorian Electra did that cover EP, I'm like, or all those covers, I'm like, you know, actually, covers are in. They're fun. I don't want to tell y'all what would be on it because I actually think that one day I will enter like a manic phase where I do actually do this. So I want to make it a surprise for everybody. May 17th, 1931. I found Laurent, what, 10 years ago almost? He shot up like a beanpole. A good boy. I swear he's aging slower than the rest of us. Where I find a gray hair and new wrinkles every day, he's still got that baby face. He's been learning the business well. I think he'd take it over. Jupiter's in Leo, so the chances are higher than you think. You guys want to know what I discovered? My Venus is in Aquarius, which I think is very interesting for someone like me. In the 11th house, mind you. So I think that means I'm going to always be single, and I'm always going to be like a really good friend, which is fine. I had the romantic love, and it was good. It might come back, it might not, but I have that wisdom. I had that. I honestly feel like maybe part of it was I had to have it early so I could focus on being a better friend. I've got friends on the other side. Fun. I was wondering the other day if you would sing Skyscraper by Demi Lovato for the cover album. But really, when it comes down to it, I think it wouldn't have a shot on the cover album because the rigorous selection process would never allow it. Yeah. We would have to, I think like a 30-minute runtime for my cover album is already too much. And I'm sorry, but Skyscraper is not making the cut. Venus in Aquarius can also suggest making your money in unconventional ways. I know that Mexico has a huge cover industry to the point that people will say, oh, the singer doesn't own the song. Oh, really? Yes, Milo. I'm going to actually do a full Espanol cover album as part of my immersion practice for learning Spanish. I actually think that if I learned Spanish, I would have so much fun doing a salsa cover album. Because I love salsa music. And I do think that I could sing like, who's that one guy that J-Lo dated? I think I could sing like him. Bad Bunny. Oh, baby. I don't have to. Well, I'll sing for Bad Bunny. I sing for Bad Bunny.
Knots around here somewhere.
Oh, they're hiding the knot now? They can never call you no sabo again. Somebody led me on to saying that, led me on to believing that I could say no sabo. I can't say that. I am not Latino. I can't be going around saying no sabo to people. They're going to think, y'all really led me astray with that. Oh, crouton, thank you. I was like, what do I do? Y'all got people thinking that my parents didn't teach me Spanish or something. Which is fine, it happens. My parents didn't teach me Korean. But it's different. No, I learned that, Haru. I learned that. I used to say that to people because somebody in the chat told me that it was okay to say. I thought that no sabo was like a bad thing. I saw on TikTok people were making fun of no sabos. And I was like, I'm not no sabo. I was using it to explain that I can't speak Spanish, even though I want to get something at the taqueria. Like, I don't speak Spanish, and it's not because I don't want to, it's just I can't. But people see me and they speak Spanish to me because they think that I'm a beautiful Latino man. Yesterday was Queen Rainy Rodriguez's birthday. Can we get a moment of silence? No. Fiesta baila quinceañera. Wait. Fiesta salsa quinceañera baila. I'm still learning Spanish. She is 33. That is sickening. Cause to me, she's like, to me, Rainy Rodriguez is like 19. Fawn, if you could allocate a Disney Channel song to Cat's Eye cover, what song would you choose? I Can Dig It by Raven Simone.
Gonna have to find a way to get up there.
I love that nobody mentioned the Raven Simone song. Does nobody know that song that they did for Lion King 1.5? Y'all know that I complain so much about like I complain so much about like reboots and all this stuff. But as a kid, I was geeking when they announced Lion King 1.5. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Oh my God, I forgot about that. I used to love that song. The Cheetah Girls song I think about constantly is Route 66 on the Cars soundtrack. My favorite Cheetah Girls cut is Cheetah-licious Christmas, we just wanna wish us a Cheetah-licious Christmas now. Cheetah-licious Christmas, we just wanna wish us a Cheetah-licious Christmas now. How do I get up there? There must be something I can pull. The Double Dutch bus. Was that Disney Channel? 1955. Came back to some girl.
This is getting weird.
At this point, I get it. He's DL. Why does it keep trying to get me to go up there, but I can't get up there? I'm making pasta marinara. Who I want? I don't want to eat chicken and rice tonight. I don't want to eat chicken and rice tonight. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I do want to finish this up in a second, but I want to get to like a cutscene or something. Oh, I see. We have to like push it in there. Okay, is there anything to explore out here then? No, you're Latino. Is arroz con pollo? Oh. How do I say I don't want to eat arroz con pollo in Spanish? Tell me how to say it. I think I can read it. I am macerating raspberries for a raspberry and rosemary shrub. Fawn, you inspired me to get Little Caesars, so I'm gonna get pizza. Nice. Yo no quiero comer oro. Yo no quiero. No quiero comer arroz con pollo. No quiero comer arroz con pollo. No quiero comer arroz con pollo. Brev, thank you for rating me. Hi, Gaby. Hi, Kira. Hi, Brev. No quiero comer arroz con pollo, por favor. No quiero comer arroz pollo. Open up. Oh, do I just... I thought I could smash it with my magic.
Door just needs some juice to open up.
I'm from Chicago.
Oh, there's a... Okay. I was like, where do I get the juice? You can blame it on the juice. You can blame it on the juice. It's not my fault that I'm gagging all of you. You can blame it on my juice. You can... It's not my fault that... I'm seeing so many shady posts about Lizzo. I'm not talking about her. Well, I am, but I see so many shady posts about her lately. You can blame it on the juice. You can blame it on the juice. Like, people are writing full video essays on Lizzo right now. If I saw titles, the way that people are writing titles of Lizzo on these video essays, if I woke up in the morning and I saw that, I would rip up my record deal contract and say, you know what? Let's retroactively delete all of my songs from pop culture because this is shady.
Man, it's been a minute since I've
Hi,
seen
Antavons. Okay, we're going to see Laurent, and then we'll finish after we see Laurent. She already did that? It's not my fault that I removed all my music from all music publishing catalogs. You can blame it on the juice. You can blame it on the juice. You can, girl, blame it on the juice. I gotta head back to work. Okay, Amazon, thank you for hanging out. She deleted her album with Humanize on it. That's so funny to me. That is so funny because Lizzo's like a Grammy Award winning artist and she like deleted one of her songs. I don't really follow Lizzo like that, but I do have one of her videos favorited. I really appreciate how transparent she's being about being a major label, super successful artist of the 2010s who's experiencing the transition to a different form of media for music and like pop music. I really appreciate how transparent she's being. And I think some people are really making fun of her, but the real ones know she's putting some people on game. I honestly think like I've been seeing some of these major label artists and people are like, "Oh my god, like why are they doing this? Why are they doing that?" They have people to pay. When they say that the billionaires are hoarding wealth, they mean also Lizzo is being hoarded from too. Like they're probably going to be some of the last people to feel it, but they're starting to feel it now. Um so I think it's really interesting to see somebody like Lizzo be like, "Hey, the music industry is actually like bottoms up, like belly up right now. Like even us major label artists can't get funding because they're scared to publish anything because they don't have money. It's not my fault." Blame it on the juice, honey. Me when they're hoarding from Lizzo. No, Pickled, I knew that I shouldn't have brought it up because I know that's one of your triggers. Is when Lizzo's being denied things. Bottoms up and the devil laughs. It always gets to me when billionaires hoard money from Lizzo. What if that was like, that's like actually Strand Blast inflicts increased damage across a wider area. I actually like this because the cooldown acceleration is improved when I do an unravel. Now I'm actually going to start using unravels. Is that the new community meme? I don't know. They had multiple number ones and they were still at 0. That was TLC, but yeah. Just so you guys know, most musicians we think are millionaires probably just have very normal amount of money on their bank account. Yeah. It's all in assets and like teams around them. Like fame truly, like pop star fame looks like scary. I couldn't I'll be real. When I was like 14 listening to Lady Gaga, I was like, oh, I can't wait to become famous. I want to be a famous pop star just like Lady Gaga. Now that I'm 30, I couldn't imagine having 10 people asking me if I want to go do a Zyrtec ad because they have the rent to pay. They need to make a horror movie about waking up, suddenly having a team of, they need to make a horror movie about you are 30 years old and you wake up and you're an international pop star. I would be on front page. Phaun crashes out. Phaun has finally lost. My first day of being an international pop star. It was Nurtec. Oh, sorry.
We ain't open. Hey, didn't you hear what? Hazel?
Why is he still running the bar in the middle of the apocalypse? He's kind of cute.
You've grown.
It's been a while.
Yeah. How you doing?
Do you know
On time for your weekly Clash of Critters ad.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Bunny said.
Bunny? As in Bunny Flood, your absentee grandmother? Explains why you dress like that.
Whatever. She's just trying to help me.
Right. Because Bunny's known for giving you a helping hand.
He's really cute and he runs a bar. Like one of the coolest things, so many guys are so obsessed with like looking cool. If you really want to like have like a real like masculine vibe, wear clothes like that and open a bar. You won. You beat your gender goal. You know? Vander. Whoa. And also women can do it too. But you know how it is for men. Like they're scared to put on makeup, they're scared to be expressive. Like, you know, like heteronormative like straight guys. So this is like an easy route for them. Open a bar.
This is different.
I saw how she treated you and Lacey.
And how did you treat Mom?
I treated Lacey well.
Until you did it. You just up and left us one day.
The Bulldogs in
This
Atlanta,
is grown
girl.
folks' business. You a child. This ain't for you.
I ain't no damn child. Do you know how sad she was when you left us?
It was complicated. There was a...
Don't make excuses.
Hazel,
You didn't deserve her.
that's enough. I need you to leave.
Did you even care? What was so wrong with
No,
Mom?
Larat is
With
a
Mom?
werewolf. Oh wait, he's a werewolf. Oh my god. If he's a werewolf, I'm gonna crash out.
Laurent?
Hazel, no! I'm not safe. Get out!
Oh, he's not hot. He's not hot. He's scary.
Shit. Maybe I can reweave him.
That's why her mom left. Cause her mom was like, cause her mom's like she knows about the magic. She's like, if you're a werewolf, like, I'm like totally open. Like, I don't judge werewolves, vampires. Like, I don't care. Like, that would be me. He transform into that. I'd say, well, I've been around, but I don't know about. This is new. Wait, he kisses boys. Still likes it. Okay. How do I save
How long
again?
Has it been like this?
I want to do more, but I want to stop here. How do I save? Do y'all remember? I think it's just auto saves. I'm still gonna look around if I can, because this is a cool environment. Pickled said that this showed one of his possum children being eaten. Autosave? Okay, then it must have autosaved then. I'm still gonna look around real quick. Let's say bye as I look around. VOD girlies, just as a reminder, it's still Pride, so if you're bi, I'm saying bye to you. Today's bye day. Bye day part 2. We're gonna read Preacher Jolene, there she is. We're gonna read this last thing and then we're gonna end. I need to tell Lacey I'm sorry. I can be better. I can let her in. Sometimes I see her walking around, but I can't speak words. All I think of is the sorrow I caused her and Hazel. Oh, girl.
He really did love Mama.
Okay, that's where we're ending. Okay, VOD girlies, thank you so much. I'm done. Bye.